Ian, I wanted to talk to you about something you went viral. Shout out to Spiritual Word.
Oh my God.
Uh,
Shout out to the good folks over there.
where you said 100 to 200,000 is no real money. You
Yeah.
would you won't feel secure until you have 600,000 to a million tucked away. What does this mean? And why do you think that was so triggering for a lot of people? And can you explain what you meant by that?
I'm not trying to be a villain no more in 2024. Mike, put us back in screen. I need some good favors when I go to Davos. We're a team. Okay. My job is to tell the truth no matter what. So like I know some people got bothered by it, and every time I post this, people get upset. But the truth is, like, if you're taking care of people, like, and if we just look at elderly care, if you ever had a family member that had assisted living that was an elder, for those of you who don't know, it ranges from 6,000 a month to 20,000 a month, right? If you have a kid that goes to college, those expenses are there. And especially, I feel like as soon as we began to invest in real estate, crypto, stock market, we began to have these conversations at scale. All of a sudden, inflation ramped up to a level that we could not keep up with. So my job as a truth teller is, even if it's not the popular thing to say, I would rather you know how much money that you need to have in order to feel secure, opposed to, and some of you told me this, hey, as soon as I got to 100 grand saved, now the value of my dollars dropped, and the 100 grand doesn't feel, or the 50 grand or the 20 grand doesn't feel like that. So I don't, maybe people get triggered by it because it feels like as soon as you make headway, they change the rules. But this is why it's important for us to have these conversations on a weekly, for you guys to invest every week, every month. So we know the rules are going to change for us, but I would rather us be prepared about what things really cost. Once again, Ross told you in an interview on AOL, if he had how much money, he would be terrified.
10
million, he would be worried.
Yeah. I'm
so
be
the
honest.
Conversations that we get to have privately,
Yeah.
I'm just reporting the information back to you. And also telling you, like, for some people, I also know when they make their first 100 grand, I've had people tell me like, yo, I thought this would feel like a lot more. And it's not. So if you're actually taking care of your family, taking care of your kids, you're looking out for other friends, loaning friends out money when they need it, 100 grand isn't what it used to be. It's my last one, I swear to God.
But is it, I'm gonna be honest, when I read that, I initially thought somebody making 100 to 200,000. I'm like, oh, all right, is that no real money? Okay. And then now that you're saying that's saved, would you say that making or saving that first 100,000 is the hardest?
Absolutely.
Right.
That's the most challenging.
Yeah.
10 grand. And then after the leap from 10 to 100,
like one of the hardest
things. The hardest leap that you have to make. Yeah. But as a man, if you have family, you have children, you have to be able to get to a place where your family has some security. And it takes sacrifice. It takes sacrifice. And I would rather tell you that. And if prices of homes have went up, like, there's no new cars available for under 40 grand. Regular cars are now 40 grand. So if homes are increasing, price of chips are increasing, price of college tuition is increasing, what do you want me to do? Lie to you? I'm sorry. It's jarring to me. So even where I'm at now, the conversations that we get to have, it's like, yo, if you don't get to 100 in your lifetime or 200 million in your lifetime, you wasted your talent. Oh, this, you the greatest investor. Sound good. How fast you gonna get to 100 to be able to help other people? I'm having these tough conversations too with people that I'm learning from and people in my circle. Like, and as soon as we begin to have these conversations, yes, it's jarring, but I would rather tell you what you need to do to be able to be financially free and provide some security to you and your family and your business. Because you may have to help out other people. You may have to help other people in other businesses. You never know. I know a lot of times on IG, it looks like everybody rich as hell. I'm going to be honest with you. Most people are not. Most people are struggling. So,
yeah. I'm just saying that because I've been there before. I know what that feeling is like to get to that first 10,000. It's like, oh, can you do it? But it really
Yep.
was a mindset thing, right? Like I'm changing my zero every time, right? It was like if I can save 5,000, now 5,000 is my zero. If I get to 5, I can't touch it, right? Then it becomes 10. If I get 10,000 in the account, I'm at 0. I can't touch it. And you just keep with that financial discipline.
Gotta
When
keep
you
pushing.
when you get to that 100, it's like, okay, I've actually done something here. I've done something
Yeah.
that the average person hasn't done, which says that I have a certain level of financial discipline, but it also says that I'm willing to sacrifice at a certain level to get here. Now, what do I do here? Is the 100,000 my new zero, right? And so you can build from that. Plus, you're able to take more, not chances, but you have capital to now invest.
Invest.
To
Yep.
now help that money grow. And so it changes. The 100,000, again, it's the hardest thing to do, but it opens the door for opportunities to now grow that 100,000.
Yeah. And when I made my first 100 grand, you know what I didn't do? I ain't buy no Balenciaga. I ain't buy no rims. I didn't. Got right back to even Shannon Sharp. When despite the number 30 million in 4 days, he got right back up. This is we were talking about in Ghana, right? Just getting up and going to work every day. A lot of luck happens just doing things that you're supposed to do, even when you don't want to do them. So even after that blockbuster interview that he was on air this morning. So when you get to that next level, your job is to continue doing what got you there and then even be more efficient. Put more money into the market, invest in more businesses. You have to be more diligent because now this is the tough part for those you who are trying to get to 100. Now everyone has a thing for you to invest in or a way to pry money out of you. You have to be an even better steward of the money as you grow. But that's the fun part of the game. Is to put together a blueprint, a plan, a playbook, and stick to it so you can provide for your family. If I made you money, please put yes in chat.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie to you.
It
may not be popular what I say, but I'm not gonna lie to you.
So is it recommendable to put 50 to 67% of your net worth into Magnificent 7 stocks?
Yeah, I got this question on Twitter. I thought it was fascinating. I would say no. But it also depends on the prices in which you buy them. Like if you're dollar cost averaging, I would not. But if I can get them at low to boat prices or close enough to, I would. I mean, I'm personally only leaning, like if I have to just pick 3 for sure, like Apple, Microsoft, Lilly. If I had to bet every dollar, I would disperse a third accordingly. There's some other great companies in the Magnificent 7, but I wouldn't bet my life on all of them for sure. But everything depends on the price that you pay for it. That's the real thing that matters. So that's why when I'm telling you guys use a 72-day moving average, 200-day moving average, if you want to use that to get in, the price in which you pay for the asset matters a hell of a lot.
50. What percentage would you say you would do, right? Because if I'm listening to everything tonight and I'm sitting on my couch, I'm taking my notes, I'm hearing the NASDAQ is going to move up by 20%. And I got this 100,000 and I know we got some room to grow here. What percentage would you say is responsible to allocate?
25, 25, 25, 25. VOO, VTI, Apple, Microsoft. 25, 25, 20. I'm not changing my stance. Y'all can ask me to remix the audience as much as you want to. The great part about something that works is that until it's broken, there's no need to deviate from it. So I would do a quarter.
This that Red Panda Anthem. Ian, what's up? This that Red Panda Anthem. Red Panda, what's good? Red Panda Anthem. Your boy going up. I know they can't stand it.